Well, we're finally here, I believe. But I mean, technical issues, I do apologise. So I will start. I won't be doing this. No, not today. Well. In a list of terrible things the British have done over the years, during a famine on our neighbours, well, it's certainly up there. The Great Famine, often referred to as the potato famine, in the UK as a way of implying a million fussy Irish people, well, they don't like mashed potato. Let me turn that off. I'll continue. Or I'll start again. I'll tell you what, I'm going to start again. Blimey, what a fool that I am. At least I didn't do the seal again. No. So here we go. In a long list of terrible things the British have done over the years, during a famine on our next door neighbours, well, it certainly is up there. The Great Famine, often referred to as the, well, potato famine, implying that a load of Irish people don't like mash. Well, it began in 1845 when a fungus began to grow on Ireland's main source of food. If they had access to other varieties of disease-free potato or other crops, the suffering that saw 1 million die might not have been quite as bad as it was. But the British continued. Policies such as artificially inflating grain prices through tariffs on imports from America, which made grain unaffordable to the poor in Ireland and kept farmers, shipping out grain to the British. Classic. Starve them to death, that's what they did. Now all this sounds pretty terrible, doesn't it? Yeah. But it turns out the ideology behind it is also evil. But more so. As well as a dose of good old-fashioned anti-Catholicism. The people in charge of relief in Ireland were also motivated by a belief that a theory based on rabbits applied to the Irish. Thomas Malthus, a cleric and scholar, had a populist theory that, whilst food supplies increased steadily, populations grew exponentially to a point that they could no longer be sustained by food supplies. I've got something to say about that.
I think it's rather uplifting.
Yeah, apparently. At this point, he thought populations would correct themselves through starvation and disease, intervening and trying to save people, e.g. by giving starving people food. No, you can't do that. No, that's not, no. Don't. No, of course not. Well, it would only prolong the suffering, is what they thought, or at least it was convenient, and should be avoided in favour of letting them die. Well, they'd die out until the population reached a sustainable level. That's how you control the poor, you know. Ask Jacob Rees Mogg. Well, this was all well and good in theory. Really? It wasn't, though. But unfortunately, people in power saw the famine in Ireland and thought that, well, that's happening in practice. That is, well, sod it. Let's give it a try. Now, Sir Charles Trevelyan, Colonial administrator in charge of famine relief to Ireland, took Malthus' theory of, well, just let them die, and applied it to the country that he was in charge of, specifically keeping alive and well. Armed with this philosophy and too much power over laws over the next few years, Trevelyan basically became Thanos from the Avengers. Well, the films, but with corn tariffs instead of a fancy glove. Okay. Well, this throbber will return. That it will. In part 2 of an Irish famine. Okay. Well, that's what they think. It makes me wonder. Anyway, I got this from James Felton. It was a gift for Christmas. Just to cheer me up, as you do. Anyway, where were we? Because I had a bit of a technical issue, as you can probably tell. Blimey. So, where were we? I need some bare necessities for a start. Because I want to see what's going on. Blimey. Oh! This is better. The problem I've been having is, because I've been using the mobile phone before. And I can't see the chat. It fades away within about 3 or 4 seconds to bring it back again. So, Simon says, howdy. Howdy, Simon. Okay. Howdy. Radio Riswick. Good evening from the Netherlands. Hello, Netherlands. I do like the Netherlands. I've been there a few times. Oh, hello, Eric. It works. Oh, blimey. I hope everyone can hear me okay. Can you hear this?
I think it's rather uplifting.
What about this one?
I hear you're a racist now, Father.
Sorry. But let's get to the end. Okie dokie. I imagine that people are hearing me okay because someone said Jasper did. Spuds came from, Persia. I believe he's correct. Hello, Kit Kat. How you diddling? So I got this too far away. I'm going to have to bring it a bit closer. I know it's going to be a bit, it's ugly with all these wires anyway, at the best of times. Let me just unplug that. Plug that back in there. Got all these technical issues. I'll get there. Hopefully next time a bit spoofer. What happened earlier today? I was thinking about with flipping OBS software, and there I was doing this. Sorry about that. I do apologise. But what I was doing the sync for the audio. I hope it's okay. Because what happens is, if you don't do your sync, because the microphone and everything else, there's a delay between, you end up and then words come out. Yeah, but that's why I was doing the old clappy thing. And that's why they do the clapperboard. When you see the black and white clapperboard, it's to sync the sound and sync the audio to the actual image. So I hope that is okay. Oh, Okie dokie. Right, I was using a mouse, but I had to unplug that because I just literally just broke. It just fell apart on me. And that is the. It's got the wireless mouse adapter in it, so that's a bit of a pain. But never mind, I will sort that one out later. Another technical issue, but we will just have to use the old fun what's it thingamajiggy. So Jasper says Maris pipe. Oh, I don't like a good old Maris piper. So we've got a bit of a habit, haven't we, of starving people to death. What about during the war? Churchill, what did he do? Well, he starved about 3 million Indian people, didn't he? Lovely. Not. Crikey. We should be ashamed. But anyway, it's Christmas. And Merry Christmas to you all. That I must say. Hello, Glasgow. How you doing, Budley? Oh, my audio is still a bit out of sync, is it? Maybe I can. Okay. That's. Oh, what happens when I do that? Oh, it is. Okay, I'll sort that out later. Hopefully, maybe I can do a little bit about that now. Hey, I'll go into settings. Go into advanced audio properties. Oh, that might be why. Audio input. Let's put one. For some reason, it didn't save my settings. 100. Try 100. Let's close that. For some reason, it didn't save my settings. Is that any better? Let's have a look. Oh, it's hard for me to tell, but maybe a bit more. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm actually just trying to sync the audio to the to the actual video. Let's go to 50. Not 2,500. No. Close that. Hopefully that's okay. Is that better? Maybe Glasgow can tell me if that's any better. It's hard to tell from unless I actually watch the actual stream. Which I could do. Oh, bear with me. Like I said, this was a bit of a test as well, because I'm using a bit of software now. Oh, that's a bit odd. Anyway, let's carry on. So let's see what you guys are saying. So, okay. Turn up the volume. I can do that. So you can't hear me. Okie dokie. I can increase the volume of the microphone a bit here. How's that? Is that loud enough? Good evening, Geraldine. How are you doing? Did you have a lovely Christmas too? Oh, yes, we did actually. Quite a quiet Christmas. We went over to the my son's and my daughter-in-law's, and we had Christmas round there, and that was very nice too. Obviously, not the rest of our family because they're all in the UK. And it's not that easy to get into France at the moment, no, because they don't like British coming into France, do they? That I do know. So it's talking about that, while I've got it on my mind, it seems a bit odd that when I was watching the news last night, I don't normally watch BBC to be fair, quite frankly, let's put some Christmas lights on anyway. Need some Christmas lights. See, it's important. I was watching the BBC, and I don't normally watch the BBC, and they said that France, it's rampaging through this old COVID luck through France, and what they say? Well, Omicron is the majority of cases. Actually, that is a lie. I don't believe for that the BBC, with their news teams, what have you, didn't know this. But actually, in most of the cases are in Paris, for a start. Where we are, in Horvion, the R value is under 1. So it's quite good here. So my chair goes squeaky. Sounds like I'm farting. But in Paris, it's actually quite high. But saying that, according to French news, is 27% is Omicron. It's growing fast, don't get me wrong. But why they would say it's the majority of all cases in France are Omicron is beyond me. I don't know. I don't understand why they would even say it. Have they been told to say that? Who knows? It's BBC after all. The Tories have got their fingers in their pockets, particularly in the nether regions. Hello, Mad Monk. How you doing, buddy? Needs to be rather more when you lean back. Oh, you're talking about the volume. Oh, gosh. Okay, that's the only thing. Obviously, it's proximity here. I can increase the volume here a bit more. But the problem is, I'm going to end up peaking if I'm not careful. How's that? Bah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. Okay, I've increased the volume a bit. Hopefully that is enough. Is that any better? Please let me know. This is a bit of a test, like I say. The mic is very... yes, it's a condensing microphone. It's really designed for... all microphones, to be honest, a fairly close proximity. But I don't want to eat it. No. Give you an indigestion. Cheers, buddy. Jasper. Is anyone else having problems with the audio? That'd be very handy to know. Who says... Oh, Glasgow says perfect. Are you referring to the sync? Is it the sync that's okay now, or is it the actual audio volume? Oh, quick, this is a learning curve, this OBS. It's I don't know if you know what OBS is. It's a piece of software that you can use to stream, but also create videos. And if you watch some of my earlier videos where I had to be like a little box, and I put stuff beside me, that's the software I use for that. But you can also use it for streaming, such as on YouTube. But as you can probably tell, I don't know what I'm doing. Blimey. Now, what about all these so-called, philanthropists? I can't even say that. What about Steve, Hardman Steve Baker? There he was. He was doing stuff in the food bank. Wasn't that long ago, Jacob Rees Mogg was doing so. Talk about Jacob Rees Mogg. Let's bring him up again. He was doing the same thing. But, you know, it's just to make them look good. It's what means look at us. We actually put stuff in a box. They probably only did one, maybe two boxes, and they buggered off home after spreading COVID, like Boris Johnson does after I'm not wearing a mask. Talk about not wearing a mask. Going around the French press at the moment was pictures of Boris Johnson with the police all masked up, and Boris Johnson without a mask. That's what's flying around the French press at the moment. They're trying to make a point, I think, of the fact that that they've said, nope, we don't want people from the United Kingdom coming to France because they're not taking it seriously enough. And quite frankly, I happen to agree. Sorry. Because they're not. And I know that Boris is getting a lot of pressure at the moment regarding applying any restrictions. And here in France, Macron's just said that we will be having a curfew. What we've got to do is we've got to black all our windows out with Windoline, or black them out with black paint, or do something like that. We've got to put little slits on our headlights on our cars, so you just, very wartime. But it's, we're not going to be allowed out between 8 o'clock French time and I think it's 5 o'clock in the morning. So basically, you can't go partying, and spreading this whole COVID like about. I suppose it's a good idea, really. It doesn't bother me because I don't go anywhere. No. Yeah, you're right, Mark. They are a terrible legacy, and we shouldn't need them, should we? Why have we got food banks? We've got people in full-time full-time employment, and nurses even, in a position where they feel they've got to go to a food bank. There's something not quite right about that. It doesn't feel right to me. No. So it's still a bit. My audio is still a bit weak. I can increase the volume even more, but I'm a bit worried about. I don't understand why it's so weak, because I'm looking at my levels here, and the levels are up. So I don't know why that would be. I can increase. That's full up there. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1. Okay. Let's have a look at that. Ding 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 ding. I can increase that more. Alright. Audio input capture. Oh, am I peaking? That might be peaking though. Is that still too low, the volume, or is it okay? I feel I'm not getting on with what I'm supposed to be doing because I'm. Play it loud, move it. Glasgow, you're saying that's fine, was it? I suppose it's peaking now, and I'm going to have to turn it down because it's definitely peaking. Peaking, bar. Okay, alright, you said it's fine. Maybe someone needs to turn their volume up. Maybe that's what it is. I'm all distracted now, I'm all disorientated, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I hope you had a good Christmas too, Reagan. Fire hair, all good. Everyone sounds great. Okay, that's fine. I'll go have a drink and then carry on. Right, so I was mentioning about the rates in France. Oh God, come back. Such as that. And let's bring that up here. Bear with me. Window capture. God, I wish I had my mouse working. Right, over here we go. Sorry about this. So this is what it's saying here. 27%. The Omicron variant is spreading at a high... Yeah, we can't deny that. It's very fast, even here in France. But number of positive cases. This is in Paris. It's 27. Paris is the most affected area in France, obviously, needless to say. And it's 27% of suspected cases are Omicron. And it is the most affected area in France. Now, this was as of today. So I don't understand, for the life of me, why... What happened there? Why the BBC was feeling it in their wisdom to lie about something like that. I don't. It doesn't make any sense. I can't believe. There's no way they didn't know what they're saying. They've got flipping great news teams and what have you. I'm just a little old guy on my own. Yeah, I mean, playing about and what have you. And Mrs. do a bit of research for me as well. But on the whole, it's flipping obvious. It doesn't take long to find out. But they made a clear statement, and they said that it was a majority of cases in France, which is not. And where we are in France, if I get my COVID app for you, I can show you. So I can show you, but it might be a little bit awkward. But here we go. There we are. So this is our app. Currently, I don't need to open my wallet. No, there's nothing in it. There we go. Vaccination coverage in France, this is overall in France, is 89.4%. And completed vaccinations, 4.75. This is in the Nouvelle Aquitaine. This is our region. It's quite spread out here because obviously it's very rural. Apparently, the latest news is wishing us Happy Christmas. That doesn't sound like news to me. ICU occupancy in France in general is only at 65%. They're still doing operations here in France. They haven't said, no, you're not allowed in. Not like in the UK. You've got Boris Johnson going on about, we're not going to do any restrictions unless the unless the hospitals become overwhelmed. So what does he do? Stops all the flipping operations and stuff. And talks about sending people that they got in hospital home. Now, how's that supposed to work? It's crazy. They haven't done that here. I don't know about anywhere else in France, but not here. So we've got to go on here. Oh, you're talking about... Oh, okay, Shindir. It depends on team... Well, Kunzberg. Is that what you're talking about? I mean, Laura Kunzenberg, whatever her name is. God, that woman. David. I take it people don't like Laura Kunzenberg. Or Kunzenberg, whatever her name is. I can't pronounce it properly. I don't know why. I think you're right, Glasgow. Yeah, it is. It is the propaganda arm of the Tory party. And it has been for a long time. You are right. It didn't used to be like that, you know. I'm sure it went on, but not to the degree it's going on at the moment. It's just obvious now, isn't it? It's just straight in your face. It's slap clear front and centre. Yep, you're right. Mark Wooten is saying that many journalists are abandoning the sinking ship of the BBC at the moment. As a new Bojo song in the charts annoyed him enough to leave yet. What? Have I missed something? Is there a Boris Johnson song? Did he perform it himself? Probably not. What am I doing at a desk? It makes a change, doesn't it? I've got a desk. Hi, Duke. I'm at my desk. Well, this is my little sort of studio area. I'm trying because it keeps blinking raining. I can't keep doing videos outside and it's flipping raining. It's either raining or it's really noisy with rain hitting on like tin roofs and stuff. It's not. I just can't keep doing it all the time. It's just not possible for me. I did the video I did the other day at San Juan, near the river, and people keep coming up to ask the amount of times I had to start and restart because people ask, "What are you up to?" in French. You know, they're just curious. I understand, but it's just, oh God, what again? D. Right. Where are we? Come back. Let's find what's going on here. I really need to work my way around this piece of software because it doesn't make any sense to me at the moment. And now it's not letting me scroll up and down. Oh, hang on, what's that? Is that a scroll? No, it's not a scroll. So now I've lost my scroll. Ah, that's better. Well, the Romans did not just bring apples; they also brought chestnuts. In France, there's so many so many chestnut trees here in France, and it's that was a staple diet for the horses, but also the soldiers. Was chestnuts. They must have all had indigestion, I reckon. That along with the apples, they must have had the shits. I need my diarrhea sound effect. Oh, just to make do with Kipper. So let's get to the end here again. Oh, I'm really disorientated with this. I'm trying to mess with this, and whereas on the phone it's actually relatively easy. It's all sort of together, but it's I want to try and incorporate it with the sound effects and that as well.
I hear you're a racist now, father.
Yes, you are, Boris. Has anyone got any ideas or suggestions for my soundboard? So this is my soundboard down here. If I can get up without pulling the plugs out, is there. People might have seen it before, so I've had it quite a while now. But I want to put a variety of different sound effects and obviously put tunes on there as well. Have a bit of music in the background if you like. Hey Geraldine, how you doing, darling? Hope you're well. Hope you had a good Christmas. Ours was quiet for a change. But we went to see the my granddaughters, or two of them, who only live just down the road from here as well. So that was very nice on Christmas Day. A bit manic though. All my kids have kind of flew the coop they have. Then they don't live with us anymore. No, it's not quieter now. So whenever we put ourselves in the position where we've got the children around us, oh my God, the noise. I find it really hard to actually cope with sometimes, but generally they're pretty good. Right, this is too far away. I feel I've got my arms stretched out. I'm not looking at you, so I could do moving this over really. As a bit of an experiment, to be honest. What? Who's gone posh? I'm not posh. There's no way am I posh. Do you like my shrunken head down there? My shrunken... I shrank that myself and I boiled it in a cauldron. I did. That's pretty Patel. I wish. Evil piece of work she is. So I'm trying to look through these comments. You know what? I might be better off using my phone actually, because then I can look at you. Cause I feel a bit like I'm being a bit rude here. Okay, come back here. Back on it. Oh, it's gone that way. Abbott style soundboard. Well, it's a bit like that, Duke. It's well, his is probably a bit more high tech than mine, to be honest. It's just a little okay soundboard, and it does a variety of different things. You've got a variety of different. I wonder who that is.
They're now British stations and better and happier fish for it.
Of course they are.
The overwhelming opportunity for Brexit is over the next 50 years.
Well, hell, I don't want to wait. No. 50 flipping years? You must be kidding me. And you obviously add bits of music in the background as well if you want. So it can be fun, but what I need is well, some more ideas of different tunes and stuff. And not just tunes, but obviously sound effects and phrases that have been said by these loony Tory party. Muttering. Alright, Glasgow. So, Boris Johnson just muttering is a good one. Like that. We can kind of do it ourselves, can't we, really? So, oh dear. And Ginger, do I kind of blend in? This is a bit mad, isn't it? Have I overdone it? Do you think I've overdone it, Gingers? Huh? This is a bit lunatic. It's eclectic. I think I got a bit carried away. I could just put a green screen there and just put whatever I like behind me, I suppose, and some beautiful scene somewhere. Yeah. God, yes. Rees Mogg, the sleepy guy. Yep, he's the one who was sleeping across the front benches of the in the Commons. That he was. E-coli rules the waves. I suppose it does, with all that shit flying about. Oh. Yeah. Damn it. I ain't got my diarrhea one on yet. I could quickly put that on, I suppose. Some Liz Truss sound effects. Oh, any suggestions for Liz Truss sound effects? Now that'd be quite good. Where's my notepad? Yep, I got a notepad. Got a pen. Liz Truss. Everything's fallen to bits. The pen's just fucking exploded on me. There you go. Liz Truss sound effects. Can't think. Oh, she's another one, isn't she? My God, her parents were flipping left wing Labour. She was when she was at Oxford University or whatever she was at, and she was Liberal Democrat then. And now what is she? She just thought, she married a guy who basically, well, he's a mathematician. He counts numbers. And now she's all she's interested in now is following either the money or how can I promote my career, basically. Liz Truss. All right, that's a suggestion. Okay, what we got Liz Truss-wise that we could use? Oh, that's quite a good one. Eddie Marr interview. That is a good one. I'm sure I can nick some things off there. I do like Eddie Marr. Eddie Marr interview. Okie dokie, that's a good one. Any other suggestions? Oh God, the uncomfortable chair. Follow me. I'm scribbling. Oi, I'm a mathematician. Oh, you do. Oh, sorry. Okay. Do you follow the money or your career? I'm sure you've done a better job than fake Lord Frost. That I am sure. I think we can show that, Jasper. I was just being. It's your comment is just being held for review, and the comment is Bojo is still a sausage roll. We'll show that. I don't find that offensive to you. No, I don't, not at all. Blocking sheep. A toilet flushing. I do have a toilet flushing one. I could probably put that on now, actually. Let's find the toilet flushing. Right, I've got my bit of softwares up here. And I need the folder of sound effects. Because I do have, well, I don't know if it's toilet flushing, but I do have some sound effects on. That's that one. That's Jacob Rees Mogg. Let's move that up there. What can we find? Sound effects. Ooh, I have found one. To do with E-coli. Right, okay, I'm going to whack that up there. So we will have some E-coli. Oh, I don't like these fummy things. No. That go there. No, I'm going to put that there. So I've got that one. What else we got? Don't know what that's going on there. I managed to click stuff and I shouldn't, so my laptop has gone loopy. No, go away. We don't want that. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, we don't want that. Go away, you. Not you. Ah, it's gone. Thank God for that. We can have that one. Okay, what else can I find? Right, bear with me. Oh dear. No, put that one up there. That goes from. Right, let's go back onto here. I'm going to have to do that. We don't want that as a loop, do we? No, no loops. Right, so we've got that one now. So that one's that one. That can be the E. coli. Oh, I feel better already. What else we got? Worst idea. Okay. Oh, that's better. Shabanix. Call him a German sausage roll. Leave me sheeps alone, they're good pets. You aren't wrong there, Duke. These amazing trade deals she has gotten for us barely get anything. Was it something stupid, man, like 0. something % over the next 30 years regarding the Australian trade deal? And quite frankly, that is a bit pointless, isn't it? It looks like the only people who can benefit from that is obviously Australia. Not the UK, no. Okay, Glasgow says a toilet flushing. Let's Ooh, it's not quite toilet flushing, is it? Let's do that again. Yeah, a little bit loud. There we go. That's rather gross, I must say. Well, I got one for Alexander Boris Johnson, because quite frankly, he is. Yeah, that he is. So that's on loop, so get rid of that. There you go. God, Ben, this is a bit of an experiment, isn't it? So I'm trying to go through it. I'm really disorientated, you probably tell. Spitting image. Yeah. Any phrases from spitting image? Now that would be pretty damn cool. That we can make into sound effects. You have to be drunk. Why have you got to be drunk? Get more suffix. Oh, you got Suffolk sheep. Yeah, Ruby was a Suffolk. You remember I talked about my Ruby sheep? She was a big girl, she was. But we ain't got no sheep and we've got no goats anymore. And we've got no ducks anymore either. We've just got our dogs now. We've done all that. We had that bit of experience. And my God, it was an experience as well. It wasn't the animals. It was all the bureaucracy that goes along with it. All the paperwork. Nightmares. And you've got to do it whether you've got... You can't say, oh, I'll have one sheep and that's going to be a pet. If you've got one, you've still got to, have them all tagged and... Well, one tagged. And all registered and what have you. And there's a cost. Everything becomes costly. So having any cattle as pets, anywhere really, is known as, or same in the UK. Although I'm sure they're going to have this bonfire of red tape. How's that gone? Hasn't, has it? No. Got more red tape. Oh my God. Looking forward to the 1st of January, I hope. Now, will they kick that can down the road once again? I'm fairly certain they will in July with the phytosanitary, because they just have not got anything in place to be able to cope with the phytosanitary coming in. All the checks on meats and what have you. I mean, just meat. It's even mud on your tyres, apparently. Oh dear. Liz Truss, how about cheese from the Wallace and Gromit? Oh, that's quite a good one, isn't it? Maybe I could do a bit of a mash-up with that with Liz Truss. That'd be pretty cool. Oh yeah, we'll do a bit of cheese. Got to have cheese, got uncomfortable chairs. Eddie Mayer. And we've got to have Wallace and Gromit. There you go. Oh, Jasper, you got a sheep baby, mate. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, here in France, I just thought, we keep all the rules, stick to all the rules, what have you. We had, if you have over 7, the taxation goes up quite a lot. It jumps because they consider it as commercial, not as keeping the grass down. A lot of people don't bother with registering them, but you can get in a hell of a lot of trouble if you don't. Oh, Peppa Pig! Oh my God, I forgot about Peppa Pig. So what, Peppa Pig? Oh, that's a good one. And what about Kermit the Frog? Of Kermit then, if it was Peppa Pig. Why does he say these things? So your neighbour is a lawyer and an arsehole. I suppose it depends if you're pro bono or not, really, doesn't it? I'm getting a lot of messages being held for review here. Glasgow Kiss. Boris Johnson, quote, voting Tory will cause your wife to have bigger breasts and increase your chances of owning a BMW M3. Oh my God. Got to show that one. Their breasts, of course we have. Sorry. Oh, we've got another one here. While drunk. Stupid idea. While drunk. Yeah. As it is. Oh, Trustio. Oh, no, Tratlo. Oh, message retracted. Someone's retracted messages. Why would you do such a thing? Oh, River's full. Yeah, good idea. Duke, River's full of shit. Let's show it. Apparently, they didn't. This it's a bit sensitive, isn't it? The YouTube algorithm. And it's censoring the comments. Any more that's been missed? There's quite a few comments on there actually. That's pretty cool. Oh, Duke, one of your earlier ones. I didn't. The BBC have been lying to the public for years, just as a propaganda spewer for the pathetic shits in charge. Let's show that. I'm really disappointed in the BBC, to be honest. It's not what it used to be. It never used to be as bad as this, did it? It's got to a point where it's unbearable. He sued half. Ultralo said he sued half my road. He's retired now and still an arsehole. What did he sue him for? Did he park in his special space or something stupid? I don't know. There's some strange people out there, I must say. Oh, cheers, Duke. The Australian trade deal is 0.1 to 0.2%. I can't remember if it was, I think it was over 30 years or something. That was over a very long period of time. What is the point? And how much? You never actually, the cost of actually negotiating that trade deal, you're not even going to get that back, are you? It's just nuts. Nothing's free. We've already got inflation going through the roof. The likelihood interest rates are going to be increased even more. It's a bit of a worry. My son's got a mortgage. He's got it fixed at the moment, and the likelihood is he wants to try and, do it again at the end of its term. But by that time, the interest rates will be higher as well. So, the likelihood is he, amongst others, are going to find the mortgages are much more expensive. You can't get away from it. No, even in my era, I can remember the interest rates being far greater than what they are at the moment. I mean, ridiculous, way up there. And inflation, you can go back to even the last recession. Although I don't think we ever really got out of it. That was sticky plastered. Glasgow, what are you saying? And the Aussies hold all the cards. Oh, he disputes. Well, that's a bit like the Japan as well, isn't it? You could argue that with the Japan deal. But what about the TCA? They're doing whatever they can not to become. What's the word? Obviously, the European Court of Justice. They want nothing to do with the European Court of Justice, yet they want to use their laws. I don't understand that. It doesn't make any sense at all. So you've got European, Union laws. Surely you can't expect them not to want to litigate their own laws. That's just ridiculous. I wouldn't mind a little BMW, but not a new one, obviously. I say obviously, no, unless it's free. That'd be good. I quite like the old BMW 3 Series with the little estates, because you can put bits of wood in the back. At the moment, we pretty much just use the roof rack and the trailer. I used to have a van here, but we used to have a lot of transit van. I used to use a lot for picking up timbers and what have you for my work, and we sold that. In fact, I swapped it for a website for my Wally bar. Yeah, for my shop site. Does he? Yeah, he does. He has a fixed mortgage at the moment, and at the moment, it's fine, but it's it comes to term, doesn't it? He's got another 2 years on it, I think, if I remember rightly. 18 months. That's right. He's got 18 months left on it, and he'll obviously want to renegotiate another fixed term. But by that time, the interest rates are going to be up there, aren't they? So he's rocking a hard place, really. Yeah, even New Zealand hold all the cards. Well, but Norway and their fish. That ain't that great either, is it? Not for the UK, anyway. Like the Kirkella, They reckon they can only fish enough fish to. Oh, there's something that Oh, I can't remember what it was now. Somebody sent me something over about that actually. So that the actual agreement isn't as bad as it sounds. Which made a lot of sense what you sent over. I can't remember what it was now. I should do. Ah. Who was that? Anyway, I can't remember. I think it might have been Viking. Brexit is bigger than cheeses and yeah, it's was it the ONS who said that Brexit was far worse than the cost of COVID? It might not be since Omicron, to be fair. That is going to cause a huge amount of problems, and obviously saying that, are they actually going to give any? I know they have given some money, haven't they, regarding the hospitality sector, but it's nowhere near enough. It's ridiculously small. You got Pop the Ping, Tim Martin. He's getting about 6,000 per property, which is nowhere near enough to cover anything. To be fair, not when you talk about wage bills and stuff like that. And then what about the village pubs? It's done on the rateable value of the property, of the actual building, the pub itself. And the village pubs, obviously, the rateable value is way lower in comparison to like a city pub, which the actual it's much higher. So the rateable value that is much higher in the city pubs. So you get a lot of people that a lot of these smaller pubs have still got wages to pay, and they're still not going to be cheap, is it? I can't see them surviving it, to be honest. I really can't. So, just saying, that's what happened in 2007 and 2008. They promised that they would be able to refinance at a lesser rate. Then everything went to hell. It's a bit like how when they develop areas, for instance, if you've got places that are pretty run down, developers come in on rental properties. People get pushed out, don't they, into temporary accommodation. They develop the area, and all of a sudden the rents are much higher, and those people that have been put into temporary accommodation no longer afford the new rents. It's terrible, really. They get told all this stuff, and it's just lies. Oh, Patrick Minford. Oh my God, Glasgow. ONS, IFS. Every economist, including Patrick Minford, my 4-year-old nephew. Okay. Well, Patrick Minford was right, though, wasn't he? Especially regarding the automotive industry. You're going to have to run it down like you did the coal mining. That's what he said. We had, Honda's left, didn't they? They didn't directly say it's to do with Brexit, but it's pretty bloody obvious. And we've got there's quite a few car parts manufacturers that have moved to, to the EU, and it's just not cost effective to run those kind of industries in the UK because they've lost their market. 447 million odd people in the European Union, 27 member states, and it's kind of like you're going to want to carry on selling your product too. So wouldn't you try and find the easiest route to the 447 million? Obviously, I'm never going to be kids. Or do you stay put in a country of 67 odd million? Some of them are kids, obviously. And, but, end of the day, you're going to go where it's easier, so there's less costs. Apply the additional charges and costs to the smallest population to increase your turnover. It's not rocket science, is it? Talk about rockets. What about? Oh my God, that new James Webb telescope to replace the Hubble. That is an immense thing. It's like 100 times more powerful than the Hubble. It's going to see to the edge of time itself. Apparently. Might have to wait a long while though. Yeah. Yeah, red Leicester cheese. Isn't it just like cheddar, but it's got like a red dye in it or something stupid like that? I never really quite got red Leicester. I take that's what you're talking about, Saren. Well, you know as well as I do, Saren, France has the best cheeses. All the saying that, I did have some Dutch cheeses which were very nice. I think I mentioned this before. Our Dutch friend, Lisa Nui, she bought us as a gift some Gouda. I've never had Gouda like her. It wasn't nothing like Gouda I've had before. No, God, that was so good. Oh, really nice stuff. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, Saren, astronomy is looking up. Now, if you don't know about my past, whatever, I used to have an observatory in Salhouse, and I built that myself. Yeah, garden better. I built that with that was a brick base and brick walls up to about shoulder height. Then I built a fiberglass dome on top of that, and that was rolling on shopping trolley wheels. I'm not going to tell you where I got the shopping trolley wheels from, but I did. I nicked them. Oh, I didn't say it loud, did I? Oh, I did. Never mind. So anyway, it was it had a shut, proper opening shut and what have you, rotated and lots of stuff. That was pretty cool. The only problem with it is so where we were in Salhouse, probably still on Google Earth actually. You could see it on Google Earth, this freaking dome. And one side of our hemisphere, we had a lot of ambient light coming from the city of Norwich, but the other side wasn't too bad at all. But it kind of limited your the hemisphere for what you could actually see, to be honest. But it was a good thing. It was a good thing. I did enjoy it. Hair in France would be absolutely flipping amazing with these guys. Crikey. We'd get the whole hemisphere. Now, like when I went down to Ginger Island with Graham Moose, well, those guys, they were pretty amazing as well, because being where we were right on the equator, effectively, you've got a bit of both hemispheres, north and south. And the skies were amazing. So a telescope or a good set of binoculars would have been pretty fantastic there. Yeah, you are right there, gosh. Minford was pro-Brexit and pro-mass unemployment. Is it me, or do these Tories just want everyone to be poor? That's the way I see it, anyway. Because that way they can control them, manipulate them. So, okay, in your local Lidl, I don't know where you are. You're in Germany, aren't you, old Tratlow? Are you in Germany? I think you're in Germany, aren't you? My local Lidl, where you get only cedar cheese made... Cedar cheese? Are you talking about cheddar cheese? Made nice. I think you're talking about cheddar cheese, aren't you? Cheddar cheese. Irish cheddar cheese, yeah. Well, you are right. It has created a lot of jobs, but not for the UK. Now, I talked about this before. It's just that UK seeing obviously a demise in lots of different industries. Some industries obviously have grown. Hopefully, they will maybe compensate the ones that have diminished or moved out of the UK. But the economy within the European Union, I can only see it flourishing because so many industries that have moved, and you're gonna obviously there's a lot of industries that have suffered here, obviously in here because of Brexit. But it's more than compensated with the ones that it's gained. Banking, for instance, financial services, shares. The fact that Ryanair has taken all their shares out of London now. I can't remember, to Dublin or Berlin or somewhere. I can't remember now. I think they've gone to Dublin. Anyway, they're not going to be holding shares now in London. Well, these are massive amounts of money that are just being lost. And how many other industries are going to do the same? A Winora bike? What's a Winora bike? I'm confused now. Anyone know what a Winora bike is? 1993. Not Dutch cheese, no. Okay, that's cheddar. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I thought it was it because Ireland managed to obviously keep exporting their cheddar cheese out of Ireland into the EU. No, I don't think we are. We're not in the European Space Agency, and it's the European Space Agency is the ones who launched that telescope on behalf of NASA. The James Webb, I think it's James Webb, yeah, Webb telescope. I have to admit, that sort of thing. James Webb, yeah. Oh, I was going to say, James Webb telescope is going to be a game changer. Yeah. It's just going to see deeper into space. The thing is, obviously, if you've got a land-based telescope, such as my little one, it was a big old thing. That's a 12-inch scope. That's a big old thing, a Meade. And a catadioptric telescope. I think an expensive thing it was. So when I had a little bit of money, but I didn't know anymore. But it's the thing about the a land-based telescope. You've got to look through the atmosphere of the Earth. You know, at the moment it's full of pollutants, isn't it? It don't help. And you're best at night when the temperature's already low. You get less aberrations and thermals effectively affecting your image. But if you've got a telescope that's floating around in the orbit, you've got no atmosphere to look through. You might have space debris. Hopefully one day be Alexander Boris Johnson to float up there. Oh look, it's a Johnson. Oh, let's hope. Oh, it's a North German bicycle. Oh, okay. I didn't know that one. I do apologise. Oh, religious dispute. Oh, we're talking about science here, Lucy. Science and telescopes goes together. I found something. My daughter, she's quite religious because she, her boyfriend, future husband probably, is also very religious. He's Nigerian and they follow the Catholic religion. And my daughter pretty much follows the Catholic religion. Yet she loves science. It just seems like an oxymoron to me. It just doesn't make any sense. How can you believe in that and go along with science? Doesn't make any sense to me. There you go. I've got a problem. The ESA, yeah. The ESA, the European Space Agency. Where was it launched? Was it the French Guiana or something that was launched from? That telescope. Pretty amazing stuff. I'm really looking forward to seeing some of the images that come from there. That would be absolutely crazy. As someone who, has dabbled in telescopes, I've even made telescopes. A little Dobsonian telescope. Polished the mirrors myself. God, it takes blinking ages. You get blank. This one what I used was an old porthole. And you basically use different paste. You grind the mirror. So you basically got a disc of glass, about that thick. Whatever these big old portholes were. These are really old. Lovely bit of glass. And then you grind and grind and grind. There's a special technique to do it. I can't remember the name of the guy. He's quite famous. I think he's gone now. But quite a famous old boy who developed the technique. And you dish the mirror basically. You dish the glass. So you create a magnification by dishing the glass. And then you send it off to be mirrored. And it'll come back all mirrored and lovely, what have you. And it's quite a cost-effective way of building a telescope. And that was years ago. I did that. Long time ago. When I had patience. You need patience for that, I tell you. Oh, God, grind and grind. In fact, you're using a blank on top of the glass. Usually a glass blank on top of the blank. And you're just constantly doing this for ages, washing it off. You're checking it. And, oh, God, it takes forever. I don't recommend it. Just go and buy one. Just buy a telescope. In fact, it's probably cheaper these days. So Lucy, as an atheist, I wait for the religious to dispute the telescope's findings. I don't think you're going to dispute them, really. It's what you see is what you get, isn't it? God, you aren't wrong. Crikey. If you're talking about the Dave Wharton, he mentions here, if you mention anything regarding Europe, the Daily Mail goes absolutely bonkers. Not just the Daily Mail, but also the Express. And they pay a lot of money to the likes of Google and what have you to get their listings to the top. And they have the biggest volume of articles out there as well. So they swamp it. So effectively, the algorithms regarding the search engine is literally just swamped with Daily Mail and Express articles and the Telegraph. And I wonder why that is. I think there's an Australian geese that got something to do with all that lot, I reckon. And the other thing is, if you click on any of them, all of a sudden it gets, oh, they like Daily Mail, and it gets shoved in your feed, which is a little bit frustrating. But sometimes I do actually, to be fair, I do read them sometimes. I thought, they make, it's quite a good basis to actually maybe create a video on. Well, I think it is anyway. And then do your research until you can just undermine it the best that you can. You are right, Londoner. The telescope is astonishing work, and the way it's whereas the Hubble is effectively like this, it's like a tube going around in orbit. The James Webb is a series of mirrors that come out on like effectively a stalk. You think it'd be vulnerable to space debris, and it's smashed or something. But they've got these like protector shields that come up. It's just an amazing thing. Was it 10 billion for that thing? By the time they got it in the air, but now they've obviously got the ongoing running costs of it as well. I don't see it personally. I don't see it as a waste of money, because that kind of science, you can build things on the basis of the data they can get from that. It's unreal. Unlike Brexit, you can't build anything on Brexit. No, it's broken, and it's broken in its DNA. It's always broken. Screwed up. Oh, I see. I didn't realise that. Just saying that the telescope is mainly in the spectrum of infrared, because the Hubble lost its ability. So, I see. Okay. It's far more powerful anyway. It's for a start. For a long time now, they've been talking about replacing the Hubble, because it's getting old, isn't it? It's ancient, really. It's quite an old thing. It's Leonardo da Vinci or something. No. One kilometre. Okay. It's a crazy thing, I must say. Well, to be fair, I think my thing, religion was there to explain things that we couldn't explain. People were looking for answers, and that was the best they could come up with, because they didn't understand. The problem is, we've maintained that philosophy. Technically, we should understand now, but we're clinging on to the hope that there is something after death, I suppose. Because, I'm an atheist, so I don't believe in any of that stuff at all. My missus does a little bit. Got crystals as well, she has. Oh my god. And angel cards and stuff like that. Makes it happy, so that's all it matters to me. But my mind explodes! That it does. Blimey. But yeah, I've got a point there. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's the thing, a good point actually. Many scientists are religious too, that they are. David Harris. So London is saying, right, that it's all well and good to taking experts' advice, but rarely politicians should be the ones operating the telescope. Maybe not. The whole following the science thing, that was just bullshit from the start, wasn't it? It was just to make them sound like they do, they're doing the right thing. Yeah, we're following the science because the science is obviously, 0-1s, isn't it? Yeah, it's just science. It's mathematics and stuff, biology and chemistry. You can't really argue it, really, can you? You got Chris Whitty. Oh my God! Oh, I do like Chris Whitty. I think he gets a lot of stick, and he don't deserve it. And but I have to admit that. Oh God, that warning video. What would you call that? Politically sort of a health-related party political broadcast type thing. Anyway, health broadcast by Chris Whitty. That's just soulless. Absolutely soulless. I'm not saying you've got to be bubbly and chirpy and stuff like that. Obviously not. But could we had Van Tam or someone like him with his analogies or something? I don't know. Football analogies. Chris Whitty, crikey. My God, whatever were they thinking? That's not going to encourage people to go and get the jab. Scare the living daylights out of them, maybe, but crikey. But not because of the worry about getting the virus, but the worry they're going to bump into Chris Whitty. They're going to steal his soul or something, I don't know. Poor bloke. Don't he get some squid? And he don't deserve it. I mean, like, I'll just give him some squid. But I mean, quite offensive and obviously threatening stuff as well. He's just not the right person to be doing any kind of broadcast on that basis. He just isn't. My tummy's going rumble. Can you hear that? Did you hear that? My tummy rumbled. Strange. So Lucy Willis says, you can't follow the science when you have spent your whole life doing whatever you want without consequences. I take it you're talking about Alexander Boris Johnson, because that's basically what he does. He doesn't take any consequence, nor did his father. And he still isn't. You've got Jacob Rees Mogg getting away with blue murder. I know it's not, technically it's not legal what he was doing regarding taking loans out from his own company. But the fact that he was actually ridiculously low interest rates, he wasn't effectively, because he's a major shareholder, effectively loaning himself money. That's so many millions ago, 6 million or something it was, wasn't it? I think it was 6 million. And then he got away with that, didn't he? They found him not to be doing anything wrong. But he clearly did, because he didn't actually tell the what's it called again now? Anyway, he didn't tell the Commons, whatever, that he took the money which he's supposed to. And then you got, what is it now? Oh, Stanley Johnson, grabbing butts, old groper, old wife beater. You know, nothing will happen to that, obviously. They'll just get brushed. I'm not talking about it at the moment, are they? There's been so much other stuff. It's just thrown at us one after the other. That issue. It's just absolutely constant, and you can't escape it. So it's just, we've just been hammered with it all the time, and quite frankly, I find it quite frustrating with all these dead cats. Poor cats. I don't mind a cat. I'd rather have a dog, mind. Talking about a dog, where is he? Well, he hasn't joined me today. That naughty Wally. I'll tell you what he did do earlier. He came in here to come and see me. Whined at me. Next thing I know, I turned around and he's about to cock his leg and pee up the corner of my wall in here. No, you don't, I go. So I get up, I go back downstairs, think maybe he wants a wee. So I, do a wee. No, he didn't want a wee. No. He wanted a treat. So I don't know why he wanted to cock his leg up there. He's a little bugger, he is. Rod brakes were before cables. No, that's right, Jasper. I remember rod brakes. Well, I don't remember having... I remember having a bike that had rod brakes, but it was an old bike then. An old rally upright thing. That was a good old bike, that was. And the brakes didn't come on the sides. They pulled up under the rim. Oh, that's a long, long time ago. I'm not that old either, so I did used to have a lot of old stuff. Well, yeah. Didn't Galileo have to go into hiding. This is true. This is actually because he discovered the Earth was flat. And all the headbangers, the religious headbangers, after his guts they're going to hang him. Oh, interesting. Mellow. He says that no science comes without consequences. There'll always be side effects. Well, it's true. That's actually very, very true. Whether it be the need for either recycling. That's something that gets me, is recycling. Something we have to do, because obviously we've got limited resources. But we're producing all these cars at the moment, electric cars, with batteries that have a limited lifespan. The resale value will plummet because the batteries will be tired or no good. And the cost of the average battery on a car, electric car, is around £6,000 on average. And I'm not talking about the likes of a Tesla or something like that. I'm just talking about, I don't know, a Nissan Leaf type thing, really. Or maybe a Toyota Prius or something, I don't know. But it's just, it doesn't make any logical sense at the moment. Hopefully that will change. But it is a direction we still need to pursue, because obviously the more we pursue something, the more we develop something, the more we end up with a product, a car, that is, well, environmentally sound. Neutral. Positive even. Oh, Huguenots! So, oh gosh, says here, Farage, yes, is an Arabic name. He lied about being a Huguenot. Now, Farage is Arabic, not French Protestants. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I can't remember when it was now, but a whole load of Huguenots left France through persecution and ended up in the UK. And apparently, whether it's true or not, is Nigel Farage's ancestry. Technically, he's probably French. Now, he wasn't his wife German. She dumped him anyway. She had sense. See, Germans are practical people. Yeah. Made sense to me. Oh, who's that? Oh, my dear wife. She's coming there half naked, with a dressing gown on, and she's doing this. She's basically saying she's about to go to bed, I take it. You're going to bed? You are? Okay, night. I won't be much longer, I don't think. It's been a bit of an experiment, this one tonight, my darling. It's been a bit of an experiment. I messed up again. I don't know how I messed up. I something went wrong. I tried to go live, and it would only go from my phone. It wouldn't go via the OBS software, so it was, I had to do something else. I sussed it because we're on OBS now. So hopefully next time it'll go a bit smoother. Sorry. And it's completely thrown me. I had all these things I had planned to do, and I'm completely thrown. My head's all over the place. That's why I'm going through the messages, because you guys actually, you've been chatting a lot. Been leaving a lot of chat here, which is very interesting, especially regarding obviously the science regarding the James Webb Telescope. That sort of thing fascinates me. I love all that. Yeah, I agree with you. Oh gosh, agreed. Religion had its place before science. Well, science does explain a lot of it now. We have to be honest about it. Saying that, if I look at my son-in-law, for instance, and he's Nigerian. He's a black Nigerian, and he's a lovely guy, and he really looks after my daughter, and he's very religious, but he does a lot of charity work. He does a lot of good, and he bases that all on his. That's talk about science. The bloke's a computer programmer. So he deals with logic all the time. He deals with logic, and he believes Okay, that doesn't make any sense, does it? But he's a really lovely chappy, and he really looks after my Dora. And talk about Doras. Oh, Dora, go down. Who wants to see a Dora? Oh, come here. Oh, baby girl. Oh, God, she's heavy. There's the fat one. It's like her dad. Oh, okay. Oh, what's that? Oh, okay. What's that? You okay? What? You're not sure about this, are you? You want to get down, don't you? What are you doing? You'll go down? Okay. Oh. So you weren't keen. Oh, that's it. I've scared her off now. She's off. So for that, she knew that Mum had a dog treat. A little bit of bone. Well, actually, a bit of sausage, actually. Where was I? So audio is good. Oh, I'd like to hear that. That's really good. I've got so many things going on down here. I've got my mixers down here as well, which was problematic, so I took it away. And I put it back again for this job. It really seems to work quite well because there's a bit more control for this microphone. But also I have the soundboard going through a different channel into the OBS software. So it's like, think of layers. So you got your audio, you got your video, and in this case we have another audio input, which is the soundboard. But there's all these different levels, and they all have their own volumes and stuff like that. So I've been trying to fiddle about that earlier, and that's why I was doing this. Oh look, there's about 200 views or something on. Oh, there's 400 views on that video. It's 10 seconds long of me doing this for 10 seconds. Oh, what the hell? Oh, it was a good job I didn't put monetize, so that really not annoyed you. But yeah, basically what I was trying to do, when you do that, I'm trying to sync the audio to my mouth. In this case, to the clap. So every time you make a noise, when your hands go together, you know at that point the audio should match up with the video. That's basically what I was trying to do. I didn't realise that I actually somehow clicked start streaming, which doesn't make any sense because earlier when I tried to stream this session, and it wouldn't. I'd done what I did earlier today, and it didn't stream it. Didn't want to know. But it's fine now. And also I've got the chat coming up on there, which you could do with being bigger letters, mine. Hence I'm using my phone because it's easier for that. Anyway, I digress. The default answer is religion is belief. Oh, hello, baby. How you doing, buddy? I've still got loads of flipping TikTok videos to put up that I haven't done yet. Also, I've got loads of other videos I want to edit into the little shorts because there's a few I can actually do that with as well. It'd be quite cool. I got Wally coming now. Wally's down there now. He's now sitting in front of my fire. Oh, dear me. What is he like? Oh, speak of the devil, Peter. Yeah, what's Wally up to? He's literally... I can't move the camera, I'm sorry. But he's decided that he's going to sit in front of the fire over there. Yeah, that he has. He's just gone... Oh. I might grab him a minute and show you. He's a lovely boy, is my Wally. Kipper? Are you talking about the...
Kipper.
The Kipper?
Kipper.
So... Oh, maybe you're right, Kit Kat. Maybe it is. Maybe YouTube is now clap activated. Not the clap, no. Not that clap. So. Blimey. Oh, dear me.
We've got an oven-ready deal. Put it in the microwave.
Yeah, that's working. God, Ben. Will the police bill be passed? Yeah. I don't think there's any argument about that, is there? That's the end of the UK. It'll be all authoritarian police state. Yeah, pretty much. It's definitely going to be passed. There's no doubt about it whatsoever. The Tories want it. They crave it. Priti Patel definitely craves it. Evil witch. Crikey, that woman. I can't believe anyone will be that... She wants to tag refugees while they're going through the process of becoming... Get their status. What tag them? In fear that they might do some some work on the black. It's just crazy. At the end of the day, we need people. We haven't got anyone to do the blinking work. We should be encouraging them, not pushing them away. To make any blinking sense. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll show that one. It's fine. I didn't realise how many chats get censored by YouTube. And I actually had somebody unfollow me the other day, unsubscribe the other day. He said I was censoring him. I didn't. I didn't censor anyone. Unless you're really stupid, on the comments that is, or really offensive. Generally speaking, I'll let it go. I don't get that many, Brexit nut jobs anymore, to be honest, on my channel, which is quite surprising because there's still plenty of them about. They just keep a bit quiet at the moment. Hello, Joe. How you doing? A food coma, but here now. Oh, yeah. I think we've all been in a bit of a food coma. Eat too much, sleep. Oh God! When I came back yesterday from my son's and that, we had Christmas food dinner there, and I was so lethargic afterwards. Yeah, food coma. That's a good one. You're all right, Joe. The UK is getting worse each week. That is sad. You're all right. It's but there's nothing we can do. All we can do is just go with the flow, really, and just try to expose it for what it is. And we've got Alexander, Boris Johnson, and all he seems to be interested is diverting away from the real issues. COVID, for instance, that's a major issue, isn't it? But why is it why on earth? This thing didn't make any sense, right? He goes to say we want everyone boosted by the end of the year. How is that possible? Let's say, for instance, you could get everyone boosted in the sense that there was enough booster vaccines, enough people to administer, and it is possible to do it. But the fact of the matter is, you've got a huge amount of people in the UK that haven't even had their second vaccine, and a lot of people haven't even had their first. Even with their shortened 3-month time after the second jab to have your booster. So it just doesn't make any sense. It's illogical. It's just winged it, basically. In France, for instance, or in the EU, it's 6 months. They said 3 months, didn't they? Pretty much just to throw something out, another distraction out there to get people to turn their eye away from other things that are happening, such as the scandals regarding the parties, for instance, where people are pretty annoyed. Yes, understandably so. Why wouldn't you be? You got them doing what the hell they like during a pandemic where everyone else, especially in London, was on tier 3, and they weren't allowed to, enjoy themselves. But the Tories are. Yeah, I know that's a bit old news there, but it's very frustrating, isn't it? I have to admit. It does feel like another planet, Mark. It's just alternative universe, isn't it? All this stuff is going on, and it's so out there, and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. There's so much crap been flying about regarding news, information, And none of it seems to balance out. It doesn't tally up. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. You've got, in Europe, you got Michel Barnier. He's doing his little Twitter, taking the piss out of Boris basically and the Conservatives on the whole. He did not like Frost. He really did not like Frost. And then you got French news and what have you. And what they're saying about Boris, they're saying he's irresponsible. No wonder they don't want Brits flying into Spain or going by into France regarding over by Channel by the ferries or whatever. But you can't blame him, can you? I don't. We don't want it over here. No. And I know the BBC tell us that it's the majority of cases in France is the Omicron, but it's not. It's 27% in Paris alone, and Paris is the highest infected area in France. But it is obviously spreading like bleeding wildfire. It's highly, highly infectious. They got the R value in the UK is almost 4. Now where we are in the Haut-Vion of France, it's under 1. Because obviously we're rural France. People don't see each other. Everyone's at arm's length. Oh, I got Wally. He's come a bit closer. I'm just going to grab Wally. I'm going in. I got you. There he is. He comes to see his daddy. Hey, Wally. Oh. Huh? What's this? Where's the rating boy? What? No, Nicken. No kisses today, thank you. What? That's not. You can't eat that. There's nothing up here you can eat. No. Oh, God's sake. Can't see what I'm doing now. So, London said, so apart from the sanitation, medicine, education, wine, public order, irrigation, roads, a fresh water system and public health, what have the Europeans ever done for us? Yeah, okay. Very, very true. I think you actually said that last time, didn't you? Well, you're a wiggler. And those shutting all my drawers. Now you go down there. You sit in front of the fire, boy. What? He's now giving me the look. Nah, what? I get you. I get you. No? You sit down there. I'm not going. No, I'm not rubbing your belly. Oh, he's rolling over on his back. Oh dear me. What's he like? Yeah, you sit there. Is it warmer in here? Is it? Hmm. I love it. He looks at his little nose. It twitches. Side to side. It's hilarious. Talking about frosts, our frosts seem to have stopped at the moment. We had a period of frost every single night from about 9 o'clock at night right through until about 11 o'clock the following morning. Hard frosts, and they've gone now, thank God. Means you mentioned frosts, Jasper. Where was I? Oh, what we got here? Show that one. Talk about elections, not a snap election, Lucy, but has he already announced an election? For the general election, he's planning to do it for in the winter, because he believes that, people who vote Labour wouldn't venture out. I don't think that's entirely true, but I think it's actually end of 2023 or something. Like November time. Okay, Lucy says, I wonder if Boris's last dead cat will be to announce a snap election. As soon as he sensed the knife between his shoulder blades. Well, he's sensing it at the moment. He's kind of hinting that there's going to be a lockdown after Christmas. Sort of delay, do it after Christmas so you can all go and party and spread it about. And now he's getting a lot of pressure now from those with the knives in his back, Caesar and all that. And so will he postpone it further? Or not do it at all? Which is a bit of a scary thought. You're going to need some kind of circuit breaker in the UK. Now, like I said earlier, they are doing some extra restrictions here in France. Like, for instance, we have curfew between 8 and 5. French time, that is, obviously. Yeah. Paris time. Well, I personally, I know I've said this before, several times before, and then I feel that when people start getting, well, their kids start being affected by decisions of this idiot Prime Minister, I don't think it'd be about much longer. I think, what's it now, 42% of those who voted to leave the European Union, who put that cross in the wrong box that they did. Plonkers. Yeah, talk plonkers. Was it that one? No, one. Yeah, 42% of them are now saying they're not happy with the outcome of their Brexit. Well, what do you expect? Like I said, it's in the DNA. It's always broken. You can't be happy with something that's not going to, do anyone any favours. You are right, Londoner. Yeah, the government has been an absolute nightmare from start to finish. But look who they put in the cabinet. You got Cokehead Gove. You got Richie Snake. He's a failed banker. The idea that he could... That's the other thing. Is, who's going to replace Boris? The Pfeffel Johnson or Spaffer Johnson, whatever they call him these days. But who's going to replace him? I don't see anyone in the cabinet who would actually have... We can't deny the fact is that Alexander Boris Pfeffel Johnson, at the beginning of his being Prime Minister and going through the election campaign, even with obviously with Brexit and that as well, the man is full of bubbles, isn't he? He's full of life. You can see why people, even the hard to think of that is, can fall for some of his squit and shit and torture. Yeah, anyway. And I can see how it happens. But now that mask, nothing just slipped, does it? It's fell. It's gone. People can see exactly what he is now and what he stands for. I can't see anyone who could actually carry that. I watched his Richie Snake's little press statement regarding what they're doing for the hospitality sector. It's like a double glazing salesman or a car salesman. It was painful to watch. Completely and utterly scripted, unlike this. I failed miserably at that I do though. Completely and utterly scripted, and it's just fake. For all Alexander Boris Pfeffel Johnson's ills, and there's a lot of them, the guy's complete and utter. Yeah, and he's a showman. People like to see him go down a zip wire, for instance. He is a showman. You can't get away from it. There's no one else in that party that can carry that party through the ills like he has. All the stuff that's gone on regarding like for Owen Paterson, it should have been gone straight away. Instead of all that kerfuddle, trying to dress it up and lie to the people. But even those who voted for this moron, this idiot, then regarding being lied to, there's only so far they'll go, or they can take. Sorry, there's only so much they can take. It's just madness to think that they can carry on like that, and there's no one in that party, no Richie Sunak, no blooming God Bennett, Trustless Truss. She hasn't got the charisma of Boris Johnson. You know, like him all over him. That's what he has. He has charisma. The wrong type of charisma, but he's still got it. He's lost that mojo, mind. That he has. And that mask is, well, the wind's taken that one. Clear away. Anyway, I want people to say to what I just said. Wooden space. Okay, Lucy. That's why we reckon it's going to be the Spartan, isn't it? It's going to be the Spartan. Marc Francois. Can you imagine that? Oh my God. I kind of hope it happens. That'd be absolutely hilarious. We'll all be we'll all be buggered. Yeah. Yeah. Oh God. Oh, Merchant Banger. Are you talking about, obviously, Richie Snake? It's so corrupt. You know, Dishy Richie and all that. I don't know why he's that plug. Do you reckon, Lucy, Jeremy Hunt? To be fair to Jeremy, he actually is. He can be quite funny. I haven't seen it yet, mind, but he can be. No, Mark, I just can't see Truss get. I can see them voting for her, but I can't. My point being is, it's not whether or not who is ever going to. My point isn't who's going to lead the party. It's whether or not they can win the general election. I don't see it. I think there's just so much stuff now that's happened, and so many people have got tired with it to the level that the more rational thinking Tory voters are going to think, "Oh God, I don't know about this. Look what happened in Shropshire." You know, is it okay? Is it a protest vote? Probably, but still. I just can't say it. I don't know him. Who's Mitch Benn? Kit Kat. Who's Mitch Benn? You see, he does catchy, funny political songs. Sounds interesting. I want to have a look now. Mitch Benn. Question mark, because I don't know who he is. I'll try to. I have to admit, I do like listening to James O'Brien, but I haven't done that for quite a long while, to be honest. He really got on my tits when he's had a bit of a gripe about Emmanuel Macron, and he didn't really have all the facts. And I thought, I didn't. You know, don't be wrong. I'm no fan of Emmanuel Macron. I'm not a fan of many politicians, to be honest. But I felt that when he was attacking Macron, I did think that was justified. Because the facts weren't true. It just wasn't true. Now, to be fair to James O'Brien, he does admit what he does. He grabs those newspapers, and that's what he bases his show on, basically. The problem is, you're kind of like, it's British newspapers. Okay. Just saying, I hope some of your listeners can find Matt Green. His political satirical humour is off the chart. Oh, okay. Oh, Matt Green. Is he that quirky looking geezer? He actually looks like a Tory. Or at least he makes himself look like a Tory. If that's what I think it is. Because you're right, he's hilarious. maybe Johnson will actually kill the cat. I won't be surprised. He's probably eat it as well. Jess was saying, is the wife jealous of the dogs? Well, I've only got one. I've got Wally at the moment, and he's just standing there laying in front of the fire. And the only reason he's in there is because of the heat. He's a little bugger, though. He jumps into the bed and he crawls under the covers and literally lays down the side of me. And not straight away. He sort of waits until you're fast asleep, and then he creeps in. He's a little bugger, he is. You wake up all like bent over and... oh, God, backache. Little devil. Oh, what was this? Oh, okay. Ah, that is him, isn't it? You're Derek, Matt Green, rosy cheeks. Yeah, he's like he's got blusher on or something. Yeah, that's the one. He is funny. He is really, really funny. The timing of his, it's a performance, isn't it? And it's actually, really good. I should have called in. Called in what, Mark? Rees Mogg. I don't actually think he wants the job. No, I don't actually think. No, I don't think. But not as it stands. Because as it stands, it's not. It's a thankless task, isn't it? Ever since this Brexit. It's destroying politicians one after the other, especially Tories. Oh, that gives me a warm fuzzy feeling inside. That it does. I don't know. Do you reckon would he do it? Who thinks Rees Mogg would actually go for a leadership challenge? Rees Mogg against Mark Francois. What a combo. Blimey. Oh, crikey, is it right? Peter Diet says that I'm so glad to be in Austria. My cousin is in London and is frightened to go out with a mask. Is it because he's being mocked or being threatened? With the mask? That's just madness. Okay, Kick. So Mitch Ben. It is actually Mitch Ben Patreon, is it? Oh, sorry, I thought it was just... Okay. I'm not plugging your Patreon, okay. I'm going to check him out. I didn't know that one. I might have seen him, but I can't remember. There's quite a few out there now, isn't there? You know. There's I've got a name now. Oh God, I've lost my mind. There's a woman who does she does a lot on Twitter and TikTok and what have you, sort of ripping into the Tories. I can't remember her name. That was Graham who put me onto her. It's really good. God, lost the plot. Oh, there's that. All right, Jasper. He does like pussycats there, Jasper. Of course he does. They've got the number 10 cat, haven't they? The Tories are unionists like the DUP. That's a scary thought, Derek, but very true too. Barbecue the cat on the cheese and wine parties. He had last... Okay, I don't want to barbecue a cat. Mark Wooten says, James O'Brien's show, when he was bleating on about Macron, yeah, he was. And his information was way off. When you're living in France, you're reading French news and what have you, a little bit more tuned up to someone who's reading the Daily Mail. His father used to work for the Daily Mail, didn't he? Before it was really gone to the wall. I do like reading your chats. They are pretty cool. Oh my God! No, that can't happen, Mark. No, definitely not. Mark Wotton. Therese Coffey. Leadership challenge with her. Actually, yes. Yes! They'll never win. There's just no hope. She runs out of interviews, doesn't she? She just buggers off. Makes some stupid excuse. I think that was Good Morning Britain or something. And she loves her karaoke. Well, all red-faced, completely wasted. Yeah, well, she's one of us. Sorry. Derek, I just can't see Jacob Rees Mogg actually wanting to go for it. If he does, I'll be quite surprised, especially under what's going on at the moment. That just destroys his career. Super Tanskill, that's the one. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Kit Kat. She's brilliant, she is. God, I don't know what, my mind just went blank. Yeah, Super Tansky. She's absolutely great. Check her out because she's really funny. If you don't mind the off F-bomb, she's good. Really good. That's clever stuff though, isn't it? I like doing my little parody recordings and stuff. Like I did one recently with Mark Francois, and I do like doing that sort of stuff. But it's how she does all the little jump cuts and stuff. It's so progressive from start to finish. It draws you right through. They're quite short generally. Actually, the last one's actually quite long. But I'm sorry. But the way she does jump cuts, the progression through the entire video, it draws you in and you listen, and it's all true. Basically, she just calls the Tories CUNTs constantly. I can't deny it though, it's true. Oh, you just watched Mitch Benn, have you, Sharon? Oh, you're in France, aren't you? 1 in 20 are infected at the moment. Well, the R value is about 4 in the UK at the minute. 4. That means you're infecting effectively. Every one person is infecting 4 people. Is that right? Have I got that right? Anyway, it's blooming high anyway. Even Paris, the R value isn't that high. I think it's 1.9 or 2.2 or something. Anyway. Dear me. So Jasper, you reckon Mitch Benn is better than Matt Grain? They're just a bit different, I suppose. I haven't watched any Mitch Benn stuff. Matt Grain I do know. Now I've been reminded. No, you're right, oh gosh, yeah. Here in France, you've got to wear them outside now as well. If you're in public areas, you've got to wear a mask outside. It doesn't bother me. I have to admit, it's really annoying because if you've got any kind of whiskers, they walk across your face. Every time you talk or move, it walks across your face. And after a while, it plucks inside the mask. So you've got these little fibres that tickle. Really annoying. I get they're really, really annoying. But I don't feel that I'm having anything sort of stolen away from me. I'm quite happy to wear it. If I protect others, you've got to do it, haven't you? I don't know, just saying. I don't know if he does. Does he just do parody songs or satire as well? I don't know. I'm sure somebody could tell you that. God, yeah, she does. Kit Kat, Supertansky, she does. It really does rips into the Tories big time. But it's all fact. You know, you haven't got to look far to see what she's saying is 100% true. The problem I have though, as soon as I start using that sort of language, my channel just I think she's big enough now to be able to get past that. But when you're a small channel, it's really difficult, to break past her because YouTube doesn't like it because they can't advertise. There's a limited amount of advertisers who'll advertise on sweary type, shouty type, videos, and then you don't get anything to pay the bills, Yeah, I know Matt Green. He is funny though. The thing is, Mellow, we don't really know what the infections are. We can only go by the infections by how many tests have been done. That's where the Trump was right. It's all relative to what tests have been done, and obviously deaths. If you do some amount of tests, or if they're not done regionally, like for instance here, if someone doesn't go in to get a test, you probably won't get one. How many people out there don't bother getting tested? Oh, it's a bit of a cold. I don't want people to know that I've got COVID. No, I don't care about them next door. No, I'm gonna go to work. Can't afford to have time off. Who's gonna pay my bills? Pretty Patel. She can't win people's hearts. That's the problem. None of them. Boris Johnson, he won people's hearts for all the wrong reasons because they got fooled by him. But no, they thought it was funny. Comedy, after all, is a big healer. But no, not when you got bodies piled high. That it's not. Because he's
Kipper.
He's one of them. Oh, dear. Yeah, that was funny, Mark. But Trump disowning his anti-vaxxers. Blimey. No one's got to open source their vaccines. They're not going to do it. They've invested a lot of money in it, and they know there's more to be made. So, you think what's happened in the UK with the vaccine purchasing in the UK, the pricing is like crazy. And they're still paying those prices. The agreed pricing in the UK, I can't remember what it was now, but it's a crazy amount compared to what, it's like 3 or 4 euros a dose here or something stupid. That's loads cheaper. But at the time, obviously at the beginning, where it was in Boris's favour. I call him Boris. In Johnson's favour. And, he managed to get more people vaccinated because you get more vaccines. But now, because there's more vaccines being produced, and obviously in the EU, and they're producing a lot of their own vaccines now anyway, there's no benefit in that. So they're still paying all that money, and the European Union member states are paying a darn sight less in the purchasing scheme. And we're overtaking, here, overtaking the full vaccination rate. Although, I think we should all go to Austria and get a booster jab in a brothel. Because apparently that's what's happening. There's a masseuse in Austria who's offering booster jabs. I understand pharmacies, but a masseuse... Would you like an extra, sir? Would you like a little jab? Oh, yes, please. I would. Give me that jab. Oh, there's just wrong. Oh, dear. Prick for prick. Yes, Lucy. Let's show that one. Oh, dear. Yeah, what is that about Pretty Potato? She does. It's almost like the wind's changed or something. She permanent smirk on her face. She's just evil. She's so evil. Yeah, that's right. Someone recommended that book to me. I can't remember what it's called now. I did read it first. Oh, there's a few pages floating about online actually of Jacob Rees Mogg's father's book. He's done 2 or 3 books actually, and pretty much it's how to survive from a crisis or something. It's just literally, as a country's economy plummets, how can you make money effectively? Maybe that's where the short in the pound came from. Horrible pieces of work. No wonder he's like, Jacob Rees Mogg is the way that he is. You can't but, wonder at it. He's the apple of his father's eye. Apple of his eye? Or whatever. I just realised I'm covered it in dog hair for my Wally. He's still laying there. Where's he gone? He's disappeared. Hello, P. Dallas. How you doing, buddy? Well, she's definitely a psychopath. She's got no soul, has she? Pretty Patel. She's just a mellow, nasty, arrogant Patel. No heart in her. There's a lawsuit that's been filed to Paris, but also to the UK, to London as well, regarding the 27 people who died. 56 something. It's a charity organisation that take them to court, but also the families as well of those who died. So it's just we need to find out obviously who's ultimately to blame. There must be some kind of GPS, whatever, from the phones, because they were literally talking to their families at the time of the tragedy. Needless to say, the phone records, I'm sure, and if they had location on, would know exactly where they were. Were they in English waters or were they in French waters? Is the French Coast Guard to blame, or French authorities, or are the British authorities to blame? Shocking. But you notice that you basically show us 2 times 1 sign. Do I? Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Oh. I'm very conscious of it now. Oh, hello, Jeremy. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, all the best to you too, matey. Wally's come back. He's now plonked himself in front of the fire again. Really? Okay. Tratlo says, my mum got her booster. Not in a brothel, no. But she is so tough and would go there to get one. A jab. Well, like someone else said, prick for a prick. Woo! That didn't quite sound right, did it? No. Oh, dear me. Anyway, I'm going to call it a night. I don't know how long we've been on there for. And hopefully next time I can be a bit more organised, because I kind of like got a bit distracted. How to put it? I got really disorientated because I really messed up at the beginning again. And I had all these things planned what I was going to do. My mouse isn't working, so I can't operate that. Apart from on here, which I'm not that great with. It kind of go all over the place. Come back. And so hopefully next time I can do a bit of a better job. Once I get my head around this flipping thing. Technology, eh? Do you like my shrunken head? It's pretty battalion, you know. So, I am going to call it a night, and I want to thank everybody who has joined me tonight. It's been a bit of a ramble, I must say. Jeremy Clarkson. What about Jeremy Clarkson? Sorry, I'm confused now. There's an acronym for I can't understand normal thinking. Right, okie dokie. I am going to call that it. And how do I do this now? Oh, God knows. Stop strip. Oh, that looks simple. So thank you very much for watching, and have a really, really smashing New Year. And I hope you had a great Christmas. And hopefully the New Year's going to be better than this one. Oh, God. But I can't see it. Coming the 1st of January, we're going to be getting more important customs checks. Blimey. If they don't kick that can down the road. And then we've got what was on the, although this is apparently an EU rule, so it's across the whole of the European Union, regarding van drivers. Between 2.5 tonne to 3.5 tonne, where you're going to have to get a special licence, which costs about 700 odd euros in the first, no, 700 pounds in the first instance, and then 400 odd pounds every 5 years after that, just so we can import stuff into the European Union. Lovely. Blimey. Oh, don't forget in July, we've got more checks, haven't we? Oh, and don't forget about the UK CA mark. That'll be, well, they've delayed that somewhat now. Oh, what about the chemicals? The UK REACH to replace the EU REACH. Can't remember when that's coming in again. They keep delaying it because they're not ready. They've got this habit of putting the onus on the industry, and the industry's not ready. And nor are the exporters within the EU. They're not ready to export to the UK. It's going to be a shitstorm. Oh, God, better. When will it end? It's so depressing. Anyway, I'm going to say ta-ta. First of all, I'm just going to check your messages, so I haven't forgotten anybody. A night for the free part of the world, I would say the same, because I'm here in France. I feel quite free here, to be honest. The only problem, here it does. You bet that the UK CA mark will be dropped. What they're going to replace it with, you can't really replace it with the CE mark, because you got no court jurisdiction regarding the European Court of Justice. Somebody's got to litigate it, and they don't own the data. You talk, safety testing and stuff like that. They don't own the data, and it's like, yeah, shit only. Okay, Al. And also, if you're talking about the EU REACH, I can't remember if it's 70% the EU 27 own the testing data, or it's the way around. I can't remember. But anyway, there's a very small amount that the UK actually owns or has access to, because of shared data of chemical databases for the EU REACH. There's billions and billions have got to be spent on retesting of stuff, which is going to involve animal testing on some products. I know that still animal testing goes on regarding medications and stuff, but not for flipping eyeliner. No. And household bleach. I don't know. But it's going to be very, very, very costly. And that cost get passed on to the customer. But it's the same old story, isn't it? It's the so-called government puts the onus on the industry to sort out their shitstorm. Like the supermarkets had to. They've done very well, to be fair to them, considering all the stuff they've had to put up with. and they've consumed a lot of the additional costs. So. But say that you need to comply with EU rules to get the CE mark. The rest of the world, like the US. Yeah, but it's different though, isn't it? When you talk about the CE mark, some things, in just about complying with the rules, some things have to be tested. You know, if, for instance, my daughter, because she makes toys and stuff like that, you crochet and stuff, to get the CE mark, it's a very simple thing. It's more of a declaration. You have to burn one. See how long it burns, all that sort of stuff. But it's self-tested. But a lot of industry stuff is not. It has to be sent to a lab to be done, and they will not be allowed to be done in the UK. They'll have to be done by an EU-based testing station. So it's like MUT, but anyway, they have to be done in the EU. So they'd have to authorise. I suppose they could authorise some in the UK, but it ain't going to happen, is it? Because European Court of Justice again. It's all about litigation. Where there's money, there's a writ. That's what they say. That's my feeling anyway. I might be wrong. Quite possibly. But I don't think they can just say it complies to CE. Not everything. Some things obviously can, like for instance things like that. You just test it accordingly, wouldn't you? Yeah, you just say or comply accordingly. But lots of things aren't done that way. A car, for instance, I don't know, there's crash dummies and stuff, don't they? Me. Yeah, it's some things you can, obviously. So so Das Gegamittel says, animal testing. Well, there are plenty of PMs available in the UK. Yes, there are. It'd be kind of their, first beneficial use. That it would. Apparently that's sarcasm. I wish it was fact. Did the Titanic have a UK CA mark? Well, Brexit is the Titanic, isn't it? Even Boris Johnson said that. Some bizarre statement. Blimey. Anyway, I said a minute ago I was going to call it a night, and I am. And hopefully next time I can be a bit more on the ball and try and get on top of things a little bit better than this. But there you go. So anyway, thank you for watching, and like I said, happy New Year, and I hope the rest of your Christmas is absolutely fan-dabby-dozy. Was it Nicola Sturgeon said that? Oh no, I wasn't, sorry. Ta-ra!